Not that in every behavior, in every conduct, chemistry has to be there. No, it can simply be physical. So the people will certainly have on that angle also that because she conducts herself in so free manner, this manner, that manner. So she has that reservation. One, that she might lose her job. Two, that she'll be isolated. Three, that her character will be challenged. Her character will be questioned. Four, that her behavior itself, she'll be held responsible because of her behavior. Rather than fixing the responsibility upon that man, the responsibility would be fixed upon this women. So these are the reasons why women do speak. And if you go by the Me Too campaign, which has developed, which came in the notice, as I said that if it's a false complaint, then certainly the man has a defense trait. False complaint would always have a defense trait. In one of the, where a film actress, I don't recollect her name, had alleged that the director,
Today morning only.
No, Gahi, she has withdrawn the complaint.
Today morning.
But she has withdrawn the complaint.
Yes.
That I'll come later.
Yeah.
That I'll come later. I'm not recollecting the name of the girl nor the person against whom the allegations were there. But I remember the allegation. The allegation was that I was asked to strip. I was asked to strip on the during the shooting. On the shooting, I was asked to strip. And then I read in the newspaper only that the man who against whom the allegation was there or some other person, he came up with the defense which I read in the newspaper. He said that the photographs of that event were there. He shared those photographs and he said that on that day she was wearing a bathing gown and she was asked to remove her bathing gown, but beneath her bathing gown she was wearing a dress, some pink dress or something whatever. He said that beneath the bathing gown the dress is, you can see the dress even in the photographs. So if an allegation is levelled and it allegedly levelled that it was in presence of so many persons, then certainly you will have a defense. And like this Chetan Bhagat, he confessed. There was a video or some recording which went viral.
Email.
Emails
went viral. That she said that after that, love you, kiss you.
Love you, kiss you, but he has confessed that he was into relationship and he said that I was flirting with that woman. He used the words.
Right.
He used the word. Love you, kiss you, he came up with that defense.
Right.
But then he said, I mean, as I said, that if it is a relationship, then you will certainly have something to show or to say. Chetan Bhagat had love you, kiss you kind of an end. The conclusion was like this. So he made it public that it was a consensual relationship. But further down he said that I was flirting with that lady, or he had said sorry to that woman as well as to his own wife. As far as Subhash Ghai's case is concerned, the girl has withdrawn her complaint, but see the language what she has used while withdrawing her complaint. She has used the language that I have so many other responsibilities to discharge. I have a family, I have a house, my children and my mother to be looked after. I can't. It's a re-victimization, when you have to contest, you have to fight a battle, and that too against a person who is very powerful. It turns out to be re-victimization. You can't do it without help of professionals, without help of a good lawyer who knows about the law, who knows about the weaknesses. You can't do it, although whatever you may say. So, again, out of context I am mentioning, you will find that all those persons who have been punished for death sentence, okay, you will find all of them to be very poor and having a legal aid counsel to to protect their case. I mean, they didn't have even the money, bare money. I mean, no money to pay for their counsel. They are all very poor. So losing a case in the court of law can certainly be because of performance of your lawyer. A good lawyer or a bad lawyer can win the case for you, or you can lose the case because your lawyer is not good. Even for fighting a sexual harassment complaint, there is no scope of fighting it on your own until you are being supported by a group, not only one single lawyer, by a group who has a total control over this law. So she said, I am withdrawing it because I can't handle it. Because it's not possible for me to handle it. Which I use the word re-victimization of victim. And I'll conclude now by saying that nobody has said that it is the girls or the victims who have come under this Me Too campaign are falsely implicating the persons against whom the allegations have been leveled. Nobody. Even I think that girl, Preeti Zinta or somebody, she said something, but she again said, I have been quoted out of context, misquoted out of context. What the people have been saying, that why after 20 years or 28 years or 15 years or 10 years, why after this much of time? Answer to that, as they said, as they have been explaining, that at that point of time, we didn't have an idea that this is a harassment or we have a redressal mechanism. You know, similar to this, your ACs are not working. कैसा नहीं दिया AC का? पंखे भी बंद किए.
Fan is working.
अच्छा, क्या कह रही थी मैं?
The time period.
The time period.
Limitation.
Yeah.
नहीं.
Why it takes so long to take a step?
हाँ. नहीं. I was on the point of कि this is a
It's amount of
crime.
sexual
Aware about the same.
Sexual harassment. Because 2013 में the penal code has been amended. 2013 after Nirbhaya incident. And thereafter, you know, the penal code, these things have been added. Sexual harassment has also been made a penal thing. Sexual harassment includes sexually colored remarks, physical touch advances, and showing pornography and
Eye contact.
The
not having.
indecent representation of women is also.
That's a very old act.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the sexual harassment. Indecision
Okay,
of Women Representation Act is that you represent a woman in an indecent act.
Exactly.
That's a different thing. Then there are two things are not here. One is a respondent, the other one is a victim. Okay. So this has been added very recently in 2013. Before that, there was one section, even now it is 354 IPC, that was outraging the modesty of women. 350. Outraging even now it is 354 only with the amendment sexual harassment and this robing and that they have been had stalking and they have been added. But it's that outraging the modesty, you know. And if you go by the NCRB data before 2013 amendment, you will hardly find any case registered under 350. Hardly find any case registered under 350. Because 2013 से पहले तक सिर्फ और सिर्फ रेप ही अपराध की श्रेणी में आएगा. अगर वो रेप नहीं है तो अपराध नहीं है. बिल्कुल स्पष्ट, क्लियर, अनएम्बिगुअस अंडरस्टैंडिंग. अगर आप थाने में जाओगे कि उस व्यक्ति ने मेरे यहाँ पर हाथ रख दिया या मेरी ब्रेस्ट को दबा दिया, पुलिस वाले का तो क्या हुआ? 2013 में दिस इवन विशाखा गाइडलाइन, विशाखा वॉज इन 1997, बट उस सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट प्रिवेंशन रिड्रेसल एंड प्रोहिबिशन एक्ट को आने में भी 2013 लग गए, लॉ बनने में, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के बावजूद। तो तब तक था ही नहीं कि ये अपराध की श्रेणी में आता है, मतलब कि इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। कोई ने बोला कि मेरी उसने दुपट्टा खींच लिया तो कोई थाने में जाके केस रजिस्टर नहीं करेगा। आपका पीछे लड़का फॉलो करता है आपको, वो स्टॉकिंग की जो प्रोसीजर है वो कहाँ नहीं होता, मतलब हमेशा हमेशा से होता रहा है, आगे भी होता रहेगा। ये प्रियदर्शनी मट्टू और ये सब स्टॉकिंग के ही विक्टिम थी, लॉ स्टूडेंट थी दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी की, वो स्टॉकिंग का ही मामला है पूरा, बढ़ते बढ़ते। और आप देखोगे अभी भी मैं कई अखबारों में पढ़ती हूँ कि पहले स्टॉकर ही फिर कत्ल तक पहुँचते हैं, पर स्टॉकिंग के जरिए से ही पहुँचते। अगर आप थाने में जाके बोलोगे कि मेरी स्टॉकिंग करता है तो कोई उसको अपराध नहीं मानता। क्या है, एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ लव है। फिर उसमें जैसे अभी इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में जो रजिस्ट्रार लॉ है NLU दिल्ली, मिस्टर वाजपेयी, उन्होंने एक आर्टिकल लिखा, उनकी किताब रिसर्च की NLU दिल्ली में अबाउट दिस सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट और केसेस। ठीक, उन्होंने भी इसमें ये फीबल यस को फीबल नो इज यस ये भी मेंशन करते हैं, और फिर वो ये भी मेंशन करते हैं कि जहाँ पे इस तरह के स्टेटमेंट्स आती हैं जो कि विक्टिम को खुद रीविक्टिमाइज करती हैं, कोर्ट की स्टेटमेंट, तो वो पूरा एनालाइज करते हैं कि उस जो बेंच था उसका कंपोजिशन क्या, उसमें पुरुष थे या उसमें महिलाएं थी। तो वो कहते हैं कि जिनमें महिलाएं थी उस बेंच पे, तो उसमें इस तरह के इनसेंसिटिव कमेंट्स नहीं आते। तो फिर इन ऑर्डर टू हैव अ लार्जर और more human and socially sensitive judicial system, more women should be there. मतलब एक जेंडर कंपोनेंट भी है थाने में। अगर आपको जो आप थाने में जाना ही हिम्मत नहीं करते, कितने लोग थाने में जाते हिम्मत नहीं कर पाते, उसको केस को लड़ने की हिम्मत नहीं करते, फिर वहाँ पे जो इस प्रकार का व्यवहार आपको मिलता है आप नहीं कर पाते। तो एक वो जेंडर कंपोनेंट भी है कि उस समय में आप शिकायत नहीं करते, किसको शिकायत करें, कैसे करें, कोई समझेगा कैसे। तो हर जगह जब अब इतना डिले की बात आती है तो ये कारण आता है कि क्योंकि ये जानकारी नहीं थी कि ये एक अपने आप में अपराध हो सकता है, दूसरा कोई ऐसा मैकेनिज्म नहीं था जहाँ पे हम उसको रेस कर सकते। तीसरी बात आती है, वो जस्टिस सुजाता मनोहर का भी आर्टिकल इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में आया था। वो कहते हैं कि सिर्फ आपने कमेंट डाल दिया उससे रिड्रेसल नहीं हुई, रिड्रेसल के लिए आपको कंप्लेंट दाखिल करनी पड़ेगी। मैं कल बॉम्बे में आलोकनाथ के खिलाफ शायद FIR दर्ज हुई है। और अगर हमारी CRPC देखें तो CRPC में वो जो लिमिटेशन की बात करता है 6 महीने, 1 साल, 3 साल। अगर 1 साल की सजा है तो 1 साल, 3 साल की सजा है तो 3 साल, बियॉन्ड 3 साल का कोई प्रोविजन मतलब मेरे हिसाब से नहीं। तो अगर 3 साल से ऊपर का अपराध है तो CRPC भी ये कहती है कि शिकायत आप कभी भी डाल सकते हो। मतलब तो क्यों सोच के रखा हुआ था कि अपराध अगर हुआ है तो अपराध को आपको हल्के में नहीं लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि अपराध किसी व्यक्ति विशेष के खिलाफ नहीं होता, समाज के खिलाफ है। आज अगर लड़कियों की जो स्थिति काम के स्थान पे है, आज वो वकालत करने को जाती, लॉ फैकल्टी जाती है, मेट्रो में जाती है, बस में जाती है, उसके बाद उसको काम करना है। अगर लड़कियां अपने आप को सुरक्षित महसूस नहीं करेंगी तो वो काम नहीं कर पाएंगी, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। उनको सुरक्षित महसूस कराना जिम्मेदारी उनकी अपनी नहीं है, परिवार की जिम्मेदारी है, समाज की जिम्मेदारी है, देश की जिम्मेदारी है कि उनका घर और उनका